Hello guys, welcome to today's video on what if Jake Paul beats Deji. Like I said, like what I uploaded how long ago? One day ago, what if Deji beats Jake Paul? And I guess uploaded the same lady who uploaded what if Deji beats but now I say what if Jake Paul beats Deji. I watched a tiny bit, like 1-2 seconds of it. It said in 6 days on the KSI diss track I did, a reaction that I did 3 hours ago. I said 7 days, but I was tired.
There are now 6 days left until the biggest fight to ever take place between social media kings. Forget drama videos and diss tracks, or don't, because actually they're also a huge part of this. YouTubers are finally taking their beef to the ring. On the 25th of August 2018 at the Manchester Arena in the UK, Jake Paul will fight Deji, with their elder brothers also taking to the ring. What would happen if the American star took down the British YouTuber on home turf? Hello and welcome back to Life's Biggest Questions. I'm your host Rebecca Felgate, and today we're asking, what if Jake Paul beats Deji? Why? Because the internet is alight with fight talk, and you guys loved our what if Logan Paul beats KSI video. So guys, before we start, why don't you let me know who you think will win, Jake Paul or Deji? Let me know who you're siding with in the comment section down below. So, Jake Paul versus Deji. Two worlds will collide on the 25th of August. The American Paul brothers will take on the British Olatunji brothers, with a Jake versus Deji as the undercard event. In the battle of YouTube stats, Jake Paul is already going in as the more popular social media personality. Jake has over 16 million subscribers on YouTube, and Deji has closing in on 9.5 million. Jake has a much bigger following on Instagram and Twitter, with many millions more followers than his sparring partner. Of course, his army of Paulers might be bigger, but can they win him the fight? If anything, being the underdog might work in Deji's favour. Nonetheless, if Jake did win, I'm sure his smugness would be felt across the internet in swathes. He's already fight talking on his social media channels. If he won, can you imagine how many tweets and Instagram posts would be shared? Oh, I've just had a horrifying thought. If Jake won, would this mean more music? You can't see me right now, but I just used patronising finger air quotes as I said the word music, because music. Last week we were treated to Champion, which despite a dubious like to dislike ratio, received millions of views in just days. By the time this video goes out, maybe Jake will have released yet another track. Again, air quotes, track. Who knows? One thing is for sure, you thought It's Everyday Bro was bad, wait until the inevitable Gloat with Goat tracks coming out. I can imagine something along the lines of Erica Costello in a bikini with Jake Paul dousing her in champagne. Classic. That being said, if Jake Paul did win, maybe he would be encouraged to focus on garnering more sporting achievements. Perhaps he would quit music, thank God, or perhaps like Kim Jong-un, he will try and win at everything. What's next? Jake Paul and Team 10 starting a football team and establishing the YouTube World Cup? Actually, that isn't a bad idea. You can have that one for free, Jakey. I just want to be involved. I think Most Amazing could put on a really good show, so good luck with these questions. Seriously though, with the ego boost of a win, who knows what this would mean for Jake as a sportsman? Maybe he'll fight a real fighter, and then be taken down a peg or two. In early sparring footage, Jake seems stronger than Deji. Indeed, Jake Paul is the favourite to win the match because of his athletic background, his more intensive training, and his upper hand when it comes to height and weight. Jake is reported to be 5'11", whereas Deji is 5'8". Jake himself actually claims to be 5 inches taller than Deji, and while that may not be totally accurate, he definitely does have the height advantage. Jake Paul is pretty athletically built too, and according to the internet, he weighs 80 kilos, so around 176 pounds. Deji is reported to be 170 pounds, so 77 kilos. Again, Jake Paul has claimed the difference is even more dramatic, saying he weighs 15 pounds more than Deji. Looking at these stats, it is pretty clear that Jake should, in theory, win. All that being said, despite Jake claiming he won the press conference, Deji seemed a lot cooler and calmer than Jake. Yeah, both run their mouths off, but it appeared like Jake could barely even look Deji in the eye. Deji seems cheeky and hungry. Yeah. A fight is partly in the mind, and Deji seems pretty game for it. I guess this leads me to my final point. Even if Jake Paul does, I guess, inevitably inevitably win, Deji ultimately is the real winner. All the press has severely boosted his YouTube channel and his viewing statistics, which means more money in the bank. As the underdog, it's expected that Deji will lose, but it's hard to be sad when you're rewarded with a fat check. So what if Jake Paul wins? Well, the world will very much be the same, but an ego-high 21-year-old will further consolidate his position at the top of the YouTube food chain, and a smaller YouTuber will climb even more important steps on the golden stairway to the top. It's all good entertainment.
So my computer went off, said it low, but I didn't put it back in.
For us underlings, right? I have to say as well, I am low-key excited for Jake's victory suit. I do love me a good suit. So what do you guys think will happen if Jake Paul wins? Who are you supporting? Let me know in the comment section down below. Also, do please leave a thumbs up and tell me if you're going to be watching the match. For now, I'm getting out of here. I really want to retire to a quiet room where Deji and Jake aren't screaming at one another. I can live without it. I'm your host, Rebecca Felgate. I'll catch you in the next video, but until then, stay curious, stay alert, and never ever stop questioning.
Okay, interesting. Very interesting. Who do you guys think will win? This show's in the comments below. Who will win? Jake Paul or Deji? That what I said last video 1 day ago with this. Jake Paul or Deji, who will win? Leave it in the description below, and yeah. If you like the video, guys, drop a like, comment below, subscribe, post notifications in front of the calculator, and talk to you guys in the next video. Peace out.